Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals to the final match day of the Minors League, Matchday 18. A very important match day that will determine who wins the league. All three of the title contenders have very important games they have to play, though two of them are fighting against each other to see who will finally eke out as the winner of this competition. Capstad, the favorite, heading into the final match day 2 points ahead, but they're up against Paris, who is currently third, though only on goal difference. Montreal United have a bit of an easier game as they face Rapid Magyar. They only need to win, whereas for them to all gain their title, they also hope Paris wins. Capstad, of course, if they win, they keep their 2-point advantage over Montreal. Though if they draw, they could still win the league because of their goal difference. All of this to say that we're going to be keeping our eyes glued to the screen, as every single chance could decide who comes out the victor. We now head into our first match, which has no consequence on the end of the league, but that doesn't mean it's not worth watching. AFNA against Inter London. Both teams are in poor form, that is true, but there's always pride on the line, especially between these two teams. They want to have the last laugh. I'm sure London don't want to finish bottom of the table. And neither do AFNA. So AFNA start us off. Bit of passing. Pass to Panda gets intercepted. Now it's with London. But no attack just yet. Davidovic with the ball. Gets it past Human. Kane now. Wayne's open on the side. Gets it past to Sanji. Sanji shoots and it's blocked by Lorenzo and out for an early corner. London fighting for that chance from the start. Sanji now to deliver the corner, and it's headed away, but still in a dangerous position. Unfortunately, Waynes can't get to it in time to start a chance. Now on the other side, Morgenstern throws the ball to Steely, and that's Morgenstern who crosses it in, still with half an eye, but now taken over by London, only to go back to half an eye possession. Satoshi to Schweinsteiger. Lorenzo. Morgenstern, Steely, Papapaulos tries to get it back to Steely, but Wayne's in the way. Now Poggio starts a counterattack. Sanji down the center, passes it to Lichtensteiner. Lichtensteiner unmarked, finds a cross. Davidovic and just skies it. Unfortunate Davidovic. Lichtensteiner to Francis. Schumann. Rivers takes the ball. Steely. Finds Panda. Panda finds Morgenstern. Morgenstern finds Steely. Morgenstern again. Papapaulos. Shot wasn't the best. It also came off a defender, I think, so it'll be out for a corner. Perhaps a better chance can come from a set piece. Headed away. Criminal to Morgenstern. Lorenzo. Back to Criminal. Criminal finds a pass, but it's intercepted. And it's out for a throw-in. Lots of early aggression on both sides. Good to see. Now London starting us off. Poggio. Lichtensteiner. Finds a cross. And Waynes almost gets it, but Satoshi there to keep the net safe. Lichtensteiner. The victim. Victim to Poggio. Kane. Sanji. Waynes now. Lots of space, but he decides to pass. Poggio now to an open Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein tries to get past. Still is with Dobrić. Somehow that ends up not in the net. A bit of poor positioning from London players, I have to say. A squandered chance that could have gotten them a great advantage. But now they have a counter-attack. Poggio to Sanji. Can Sanji find Dobrić? He does. Dobrić gets past his man and tries to shoot it, but Satoshi there to claim it. Satoshi definitely putting in more work than Gun Jr. But at least for now, there's plenty of game to be played. Steely finds Morgenstern, a great pass. Morgenstern can't get past Kane though. Now Dobrić to Liechtensteiner. Liechtensteiner finds a cross. And it's headed in by Blackleg Sanji. 10th goal of the season. Fantastic bit of play from Liechtensteiner. Drags out the defenders to the absolute edge. And finds that cross. And Lorenzo doesn't even have time to jump. Sanji just gets it in. Morgenstern now to Steely. Perhaps they can immediately get one back. Steely just skies it, unfortunately. Victim. The Bear. The Poggio. The Kane. Liechtensteiner. Dobrić completely unmarked. Kane. Arthur Kane. Just fantastic positioning from Dobrić. Completely unmarked. Gets past everyone. Drags the defenders with him. And then finds an open Kane. Let's take a look at that again. Liechtensteiner gets that fantastic pass to Dobrić. Dobrić just completely free. The pass to Kane, who's unmarked, and he slots it in. And it's immediately 2-0 as London look unstoppable. AFNI needs to focus if they want to get anything from this game. They can't count on a breath in the second half. They need to do something now. Nitsky tries to head it in, but it's over the goal. At least it's a new chance, a bit of action. And that's for the first half. A couple chances for AFNI, but it's been mostly London dominance and scoreline shows. 2 great goals, great positioning. And now we're going to take a look if any substitutions will be made. If AFNI have anything on their bench to help them take a point from this game. Or if London maybe have a different strategy in mind for the second half. Now that they do have such a significant lead. One change for London, Stush for Poggio. And that'll be all. Stush. No early chance yet. Liechtensteiner with a throw-in. Sjoman to Liechtensteiner. To Dobrić. To Francis. Calm passing for now. Liechtensteiner. Sjoman. Poor pass by Francis. Now an AFNI counter-attack. 2-on-2. Can Steely find Kunitsky? No, Steely chooses to shoot and skies it over the goal. One has to wonder if Maybe he could have found Kunitsky. Kunitsky was definitely more central. But a poor shot from Santori now. Afanai desperate to get at least one goal back early. So they're taking any chance they can get. Morgenstern now. To Kunitsky. Back to Morgenstern. Tries to get a long pass over to the box, but it gets intercepted. Now Sanji with a great chance here. But decides to pass it back and play it safe. Waynes to Kane. Kane, Sky. Actually, no, that was on target. I believe. Still, a bunch of dangerous chances by London. But ball is now in Afanai possession. Can they make a counterattack from this? Bit of a lucky break, but you need to use that chance. A crossover to Kunitsky, and unfortunately it's headed over. Bear. Stouche. Kane. Dispossessed by Papapaulos. Santori, unmarked. And it's saved by Stun Gun Jr. I have to say, probably the best chance they've had so far. But Stun Gun Jr. being a fantastic keeper, he was this whole season. Almost had it in there by Kunitsky. Once again, unlucky. Looks like London are completely comfortable with staying back and defending in the second half. Criminal. Headed away. Panda shoots, and it's saved by Stun Gun Jr. Perhaps a bit too comfortable with defending. Steely now to take a corner. Headed away. Schumann now. No chance for London. Morgenstern. Lorenzo. Back to Morgenstern. Papapaulos. Rivers. Gets it to Panda. Steely now. Passes to Morgenstern. A poor pass, but he finds Steely now. How is that not in again? Afanai should have cashed in one of their chances by now. Santori. Lots of open space. Can he find a cross? He finds a pass back to Rivers. Rivers shoots, and it's saved by Gun Jr. Again and again, Afanai pushed that limit, and London still stays standing tall. Davidovic, Sanji shoots, and it's saved by Satoshi. Lichtensteiner finds a long crossover to Sanji, who heads it in. 3-0. That's how you use your noggin. Let's take a look at that again. Lichtensteiner to Stouche. Stouche back to Lichtensteiner. Finds Sanji all the way there. And just like the first, gets past Satoshi. And it looks more and more likely like London will be the one going home with all 3 points. Stouche. Schumann. Davidovic. Makes the run. Can't get past Schweinsteiger. And he gets dispossessed. But a poor pass right to Kane. Now Steely. To Panda. Can he get at least one goal? Steely. Shoots, and it's blocked by Lichtensteiner. And I think that's going to be the last chance. Or perhaps there'll be one more before the end of the game. Waynes. Stouche. Shoots, and saved by Satoshi. Gioman. Bear. Back to Sjöman. Lichtensteiner. Wings. Kicks it, but it's blocked. Now Papapaulos. Can he find Steely? He does. Steely finds Criminal. Santori shoots, and it's saved by Stungun Jr. Denies their last chance at a goal. Wants to keep that clean sheet. Steely to take the corner. Headed away. Now Sanji, and that's all. Clean London victory, 3-0. Afnai had plenty of chances, but they just could not cash them in. Fantastic game by Lichtensteiner. 2 assists, bunch of chances created. Though coming in second place, Sanji with his 2 goals. An unfortunate end to Afnai's season. But they did all they could. And definitely a morale booster for London in their final game. They can head into the next season with their head held a bit higher. And we are now ready to head into the second game. Which I believe is going to be Cairo City against North Shore United. If I remember the schedule correctly. Could be wrong though. No, I was wrong. It's Seoul against Krung Thep. Seoul was one of the contenders for the title in the start of the season, but too many draws simply. That was their issue. They could turn losses into draws, but unfortunately their wins would sometimes turn into draws as well. And they just could not keep up with the points tally of the top 3 teams. Bar. Panda. No early chance yet. Ramirez to Kawasaki. Lasso. Walker. Panda to Salazar. Good bit of open space. Finds the cross. Headed by Lasso, but safely into Kerrigan's hands. First chance of the game. McGarry with a throw-in to Al-Kazmi. Throw it back to Al-Kazmi. Caetano. A long shot way over the goal. Caetano was a bit ambitious there. Lasso. Stein. Asprey. Kawasaki. Bar. Back to Kawasaki. Walker. Stein. Can he find Salazar? He finds Panda instead. Hyungmin tries to find Salazar, but Patterson is there. Going all the way back. Kerrigan. But Walker's there. Lasso. Now Salazar gets the ball. Bunch of space. He shoots. And actually, it's past the Bar. But I think Bar was offside. I think he was offside. Let's see what VAR says. Maybe it would have been better if he shot. No, yeah, unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Seoul. Bar was just too quick and did not position properly. McGarry. Al-Kazmi. Intercepted by Primaris, but only back to Al-Kazmi. Elliott, a long shot way out McGarry. The throw into Elliott. Back to McGarry. Stroh. Al-Kazmi. Al-Kazmi, can he find Patterson? He does. Patterson heads it into the box, but no one's there to pick it up. Caetano, a long shot, and it's... Now that one was much closer, but still to the side of the goal. "30 minutes have passed. A couple of good chances, but still nothing concrete yet. Guess it just shows how good both of these teams are and how close in quality they are. Which makes sense considering they're close on the board as well. I believe only 1 point separates them. They hit on to deliver a corner. And it's the bar to Hyung Min, a long shot that it's blocked. And someone was offside Primaris. Al-Kazmi now for a corner for Krongfet. Headed away. But Skavgard has it. Apostle gets dispossessed by Dehiron. Dehiron now has the ball. Gets it to Bar. Bar gets past McGarry. Fantastic dribbling from Bar. Bar shoots and what a save from Kerrigan. That was heading for the top corner. Just a couple minutes left in the first half. Kerrigan. A poor pass with Panda. Kawasaki. Dehiron. Bar. Gets to the ball. Finds the cross. And it's an own goal. It's an own goal from Berit Skavgard. A tragic way to get the first goal of the game. Poor pass from Kerrigan started all this, giving the ball to sole possession. Bar finds a cross, tries to get it to Hyung Min, but Skavgard accidentally puts it into his own net. Unfortunate. And it's 1-0 for Seoul as we head into the second half. In a bit of an unexpected way. But as we saw in the first half, there's not a large difference in quality of players in these teams. So, Krongfep can definitely come back from being only 1 down. I mean, they've proven they can score goals. Fortunately, it should be in the other net, but, you know, halfway there. And 2 substitutions for Seoul, Anthony Simmons and Zoe Jenkins. Well, 1 substitution for Krongfep, Dave Oliver. Simmons tries to get it to Dehiron, but Stroh gets in the way. No early chance just yet. With Krongfep picking up a couple of cards, that could be an issue. Walker finds a cross. And headed just over. Kerrigan can count himself a bit lucky. De Silva. Poor pass. Walker now. Finds it completely open to Hiron. Bar. Still Bar. Bar shoots and saved by Kerrigan. Out for a corner. Taken by Bar. Headed away. Still in the box. But the chaos will come to nothing. Poor pass by Primaris, or rather an attempt to head the ball. McGarry now has it to Apostle. Apostle gets it back to McGarry. Elliott finds Stroh. Can still find the cross. No, it's blocked. Finds McGarry. McGarry shoots and it's saved by Asprey. That was a rocket of a shot. Asprey had to be quick. Caetano now to deliver a corner. Can they equalize off a set piece? Headed away. Throw. Was Caetano onside? Looks like he was. But now Sol had the ball. Bar gets past Da Silva. Tries to find a pass. Does. Panda now. And what a goal by Red Panda. Now it's 2-0 for Sol. And Krongfap is going to have a very hard time catching up. Let's take a look at that one again. Bar gets past Da Silva. Finds the cross. Tries to get it to Hong Min. Skavgard tries to get in the way. But Panda gets on the ball. And just slots it past Kerrigan. Twice now, Hong Min find it better to just let the ball go. Fortunately, won't be reflected in his score. Caetano to Skavgard. Skavgard to Apostle. Apostle to Alkazmi, who sends it back to Caetano. Da Silva. Can he find someone? He passes it back to Caetano. Alkazmi. Alkazmi shoots, and it's what a beautiful goal, especially for their first. Just a few minutes earlier would have been an equalizer, at least now it's one back. Alkazmi had a bit enough of this game, decided to get one. Into the side netting, what a shot. Now it's completely possible for Krungfep to get those points back. Alkazmi. Dispossessed by Bar. Panda. But back to Caetano. Caetano sends it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan sends a long ball to Stroh, who heads it over the defense, but Kawasaki is there. Simmons to Walker. Walker back to Kawasaki. Back. Stroh now again with the ball. Caetano. Caetano finds Da Silva. He's unmarked. Da Silva gets fouled. And is that a penalty? I think it is. I think that, yeah, it's a penalty. And Krungfep has a chance to equalize. Now, depends on what VAR says. No penalty. I'm surprised. I did not think it was a dive. Oh, a poor pass. Now Roger on it. Roger gets it to Alkazmi. A second long shot and saved by Asprey. Asprey's not going to get tricked like that again. Oliver for free kick. Apostle and way over. Less than 10 minutes left. De Giron. But Stroh again ready to pounce. Elliott. And it's out for a corner. Oliver now to deliver. Headed away. Asprey. To Stein. Stein to Walker. Simmons. Panda. Hyungmin. Walker. Walker still. Blocked by McGarry. And out for a corner. De Giron to deliver. Headed away, but still in a dangerous area. What a shot from Andres De Giron. His first goal of the season. The curve on that. So many people in the box. Look at that angle. Top bins. And that's 3-1. That seals the deal. Sol are going to walk away with all 3 points. Jenkins. Can't get past Oliver. Oliver now, looking for a pass, but intercepted by Palmeiras, but Caetano still manages to get to it. Elliott finds Roger. Roger gets a second. Is 3 minutes enough? Is 3 minutes enough for Krungfep to turn this one around once again? After Seoul brings the lead to a second goal, Krungfep find a way to bring it back to 1. But is that just going to be the story of this game? And it seems like it, as we have 30 seconds left. Unless there's some last-minute heroics in Krungfep's arsenal. Kawasaki. Hyungmin. To Simmons. Panda manages to miss an open goal somehow. But it's no issue for them. Dehiron to Kawasaki, the bar, Simmons, back to Kawasaki, Dehiron, to Panda, and I'm pretty sure he's offside. I am pretty sure he was offside, but let's check with the VAR. Yeah. And that's all. 3-2 for Seoul. Unfortunate for Krungfep, that's all I can say. Every time, they thought they just had a little bit more, but it wasn't enough. And that's all for our second game. Now we head into our third. And I think it might be the game we're all looking forward to. And it is FC Kapstad, AS Paris. A unique tactic from Paris. Seems like they're looking to disturb that 5-2-3 that Kapstad has been fond of using. Let's see who walks away here, the victor. If it's Kapstad, the league is done. If it's Paris, there's a chance Montreal can catch them. If it's a draw, Kapstad still likely wins it. But Montreal has a chance if they score a lot of goals against Magyar. But once again, that's assuming they can even beat Magyar, which is never a guarantee. Lizard can't get past Gorgon. Do it. Back to Jones. Lightning to Kupinas. Fantapens. Calderon. And an early goal for Lewis Ashworth. Early goal for Kapstad. That's exactly what they need in a moment like this. Just disaster from Paris positioning. Calderon finds the pass and just Ashworth, nobody can catch him. And he slots it past McKendy. And Paris immediately have a mountain decline. Calderon, the throw-in now. Kupinas. Do it. The Lightning. Lizard now with the ball. Kicks it long. Silverwine. To Belmont, but now to Goku. Kicks it back to Jones. Do it. Back to Jones. Obranka. Intercepted by Dybala. Now wins. A chance for Paris. Bradford. Gets it to Dybala. Aoi finds Belmont, and it's saved by Jones. Belmont, who's put the ball in the back of the net so many times this season, unfortunately can't get an early goal to equalize against Kapstad. Headed away. And still 1-0 for Kapstad. Lizard now. Throws it in for Bradford. Quota. Lizard. Back to Quota. Vensterhausen. Owie. Dybala. Still with Dybala. McFoot kicks. Wins. Wins. Tries to get it to Silverwine. But it's back to Lizard. Lizard finds McFoot kicks. Oof, nearly into their own net, but Jones is there to keep it safe. Abranca. Lightning. But Owie's there. McFoot kicks. Back to McTendy. A long ball. Silverwine. But with Kapstad. Gorgon. Gets it to Calderon. Kupinas. And it was offside. Yeah, Kupinas was offside. Okoro. To Aoi. Bad pass by Aoi, but Silverwine's there to pick it up. Finds Dybala. Oof, just unfortunate. Pair showing they have bite. They can get that goal back. All Kapstad need is this single goal in the first minute. And they win the league. This score ends the league for them. Silvermine. Jones. Lizard to Lightning. Wins to Abranca. Calderon. Dybala's injured. Very unfortunate for Paris. Owie to Bradford. Now Gorgon. Ashworth to Lightning. Ashworth once again. And saved by McTendy this time. A corner for Kapstad. Oof. What a shot there. And Kapstad lead 2-0. And it looks like the league is theirs. Lightning tries to deliver the corner. First it's headed but saved by McTendy only immediately to go back. Very unfortunate. Calderon with a throw-in. Back to Abranca. A long shot way over. Paris need a miracle and they need it soon. And will Belmont deliver? Poor pass by McTendy. Ashford's there and gets a second. 3-0 for Kapstad, and that's a wrap. They needed a miracle and got a disaster instead. What was that? McTendy. And fine shooting by Ashworth. Just a complete collapse from Paris. Not to mention Dybala is injured. Nothing is going their way. Well, if Liverpool could do it in Istanbul, maybe Paris can do it here. Time for substitutions. Is either team going to budge on their strategy? 2 changes for Kapstad. Lizard. And no early chance just yet. Maf and Dobrić come in for Kapstad. Lightning with a free kick. And it's over the goal. Dybala with a free kick. And it's off the post. So close. So agonizingly close for Paris. Last season champions just do not have a touch left in the tank to win this. Okora, the lizard. Silvermine. Still Silvermine. And I think Belmont was offside, and very unfortunately. Yeah, indeed. No goal for Paris. Wins. Belmont, Dybala. Foot kicks, Lizard shoots, and it's a goal for Lizard. His first. So many people getting their first goal on this match day, and it's one back for Paris, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope for the Parisians. It's small, but it's not gone just yet. Do you believe in miracles? Fantabens to Dobrić. Lightning. Intercepted by Dybala. Bradford. Silvermine. Keeps it. Gets it to Lizard. Lizard finds Bradford. McFoot kicks. Finds Silvermine. Is he onside? He scores. Is he onside? Has Paris gotten two back-to-back? Or is this going to be another offside goal? And it's another offside goal. Heartbroken Parisian fans. They could have been 3 for 3. Such a shame. But Paris still have that fight. There is a chance. Aue. Defensterhausen. Okora. Aue. Poor pass. Now with Calderon. With Dobrić. Dobrić shoots, and it's a fourth. And Kapstad shuts that little bridge of hope down. They're not letting the title fall from their grasp. Fantastic shooting. I don't think this team has 4 goals left in their tank. Dybala, free kick. Okora. Bradford. And saved by Jones, but he was offside. And with only 10 minutes left, it's safe to say that Kapstad have won the minor league. Do it to Goku. Can Goku find a cross? Fantabens. Dobrić. Lightning. Shoots, and it's off. A fifth. Mercy is not a word that exists in their vocabulary. Off the post and into the net. If they didn't have 4 before, they definitely do not have 5 now. Aui. Once again, can't get past Calderon. Fensterhausen. Obranka. Skavgard. Lightning gets dispossessed. Bradford shoots and it's saved by Jones. Corner taken by Dybala, who's been playing the most of this game while injured. Headed away. Only to Fensterhausen. Belmont to Bradford, but it's claimed by Jones. And I think that's the last few seconds that this game has left. Wins to Aui. Aui to Dybala. Still with Dybala. Finds a cross, and foot kicks, shoots, but it's blocked by the bodies in the center. And now Dobrić with counterattack. And that's all. 5-1. Kapstad Paris and Kapstad are crowned champions. I mean, horrible, horrible game by McTendy. At the same time, it was also just unfortunate. It could have been very easily 3-3 at around the 60th minute. And the tempo would have shifted completely, but when you have that energy, you push it. And boy, did Kapstad push it. Very unfortunate for Paris and very unfortunate for Montreal, as now their result does not matter. Though, of course, I'm sure they would love to claim second place. But the first would have been much sweeter. I believe we now have Cairo City against North Shore United, and Montreal Magyar will be our last game of the day. Now we take a bit of a break, a bit of a breather. We have the victor of the minor league, and we just enjoyed the last two games. Cairo City, North Shore United. And North Shore start us off. Gibraltar to Warwick. Warwick makes the run. Warwick finds the cross, headed away, but only to ball. Statkeris kicks it away for a throw-in. Kanders with a long ball. Della, is he onside? Well, regardless, it was saved by Mobik. And now a corner for Cairo. Narvaez Jr. to deliver. Headed away. Ultimus, back to Narvaez. Kenderlin. Still with Kenderlin. Shoots, and it's completely off. Ball with a throw-in. James. And it's a penalty. From here it looked a bit light, but it might be a penalty call. Let's take a look, see what VAR says. And it is a penalty. Banana to take it. And slots it in past Cantor, sending him the other direction, getting his 10th of the season. And North Shore lead 1-0. Great finishing, great technique, calm and collected attitude. Exactly what you want to see. Kenderlin, a long shot but saved by Modek. Was headed perfectly into that corner. Ball, now with a throw-in. Summers. Rashford can't get to it. Warwick shoots and it's saved by Kanders. Now perhaps a chance for Cairo. Throws it to Herrera. But intercepted by James. Warwick. Rashford. Saved by Kanders. Rashford. They take the corner. Headed away by Ultimus. Finds James. James shoots and it's over the goal. Warwick to Dobrić. Back to Warwick. He finds a cross. Unfortunately, no one can reach it. Banana. Passes to Dobrić. Warwick. Warwick shoots and it's just a bit too wide. Couldn't curve it enough. Rashford. Headed over. Actually headed away for another corner, which Rashford will take again. Headed away. James to Rashford. Warwick. And Delo kicks it away. Snezhevna pushes it even further to get the ball as far away from the goal as possible. I think that'll be the end of the first half. Few minutes left. Chicken to ball. Dispossessed by Slatkiris, now Kenderlin. Herrera. Kenderlin. Ultimus. Slafenson. Snezhevna. Narvaez Jr. Can get past Warwick. Finds a cross, but it's kicked away. Now it's a counterattack for North Shore. Banana up against Ultimus and Snezhevna. Manages to get past. Finds a pass. Headed away, but still with North Shore. Ball. Ball finds a pass and Rashford's there to tap it in for the second goal. Bit of chaos as North Shore was pinging the ball around, seeing who could find the best chance. Ball managed to turn on Herrera, pass into the center, and Rashford's there to slot it past Kanders. And it's 2-0. Only 3 shots in total for Cairo, compared to North Shore's 11. On paper, with the quality the teams possess, it is somewhat to be expected. But the first goal for North Shore was a penalty, and the last one came at the very end of the half, so Cairo made them work for it. Now let's see if the substitutions change anything. Cairo now start the second half. Slafenson to Narvaez to Delo. Slafenson. Ultimus. Sinclair. Ball gets to it. Ultimus. Herrera. Narvaez Jr. Della. Unfortunate, gets off the heel of Della, but still in Cairo possession. Herrera. Poor pass. Ball on it now. Gets it to Mobic. Mobic gets it to Gibraltar. Headed away by Ultimus, now with Cairo again. Della finds the pass, still with Della, and kicks it, but it's blocked and out for a corner. With Ultimus receiving that ball, can he score? No, it's actually Snezhevna who rises, and Mobic manages to save it. Headed away by ball. Tenderling. To Della. Kanders with a long ball. Dvorak to ball. Mobic. Gibraltar. Durbitov. Summers. Rashford now. On his own. Kanders saves it. Corner to be taken by Rashford. Headed in by Rock of Gibraltar. And that's how you deliver a corner. Great execution, great run, straight into the goal. Like they were doing practice. Durbitov. Back to Mobic. Back to Gibraltar. Boric. Rashford. Summers. Back to Gibraltar. Itidiero. Ball. James. Back to ball. Crossed. Headed by Rashford, but it's over the goal. "20 minutes left. This looks like a comfortable North Shore win. But I'm sure Cairo will at least try for one. Snezhevna. Shoots, but it's blocked and out for a corner. Narvaez Jr. delivers the corner. But it goes way off. But it's still in Cairo possession. Warwick now. To Gibraltar. It's Diero. Chicken. Back to Mobic. Gibraltar to Warwick. Tries to pass it to Dobrić. Is Snezhevna getting a red? That's a second yellow. And that's a red for Peruer Snezhevna. That's the last thing Cairo needed this. I can't believe it. In 2 minutes. That's now fishy. No, that's fishy. 78th minute yellow, 79th minute second yellow. Someone paid the ref. Oh, it didn't change the score in the end. It was 3-0 before and it was 3-0 afterwards. Peruer just got to sit a bit earlier on the bench. Clean and efficient victory by North Shore. 3 goals and a clean sheet. Professional. And now we head into the last game. Montreal against Rapid Magyar. Had the Kapstad Paris game gone another way, this would have been crucial as the final game of the match day. Now it's just for fun. Montreal United were champions 2 seasons ago, then they had a rather poor season last time, finishing 5th, I believe, in the end, or 4th. Now they were able to force a title fight till the last match day, but in the end, Kapstad was just better. A 4-4-2 diamond formation for Montreal. And the unique 3DM formation by Magyar. At least it's going to be some interesting football as our last game of the season, as a way to kick off yet another great SSL season. Magyar started us off. Stamp to Jimotos, to Peter Lind, back to Snorlax. Millwall. Dobrić on the ball. Tries to get it to Power, but Power just heads it away. Unfortunate. No early goal. Muno. To Dina. Sinclair on his own. Crosses it. Dobrić heads it, but Snorlax saves it. Now Bunsen throw-in. Justinson. And it's out for a Magyar corner. Can Doug deliver? Headed over. Dobrić. To King. Dina. Madison. Long pass. Clark for Power. Back to Millwall. Madison again to Dina. Dina finds the pass. And it's first in for Sinclair, but was he onside? Did Montreal take the lead in the 17th minute? Yes, it was onside. Let's take a look at that. Great pass by Dina, and Sinclair just gets past Doug to shoot it past Snorlax. And Montreal take an early lead. Very, very close. Sinclair was just hanging there on the shoulder of Doug. And it's 1-0. Justinson with a free kick with Stamp. Stamp was disappointing. And what a rocket of a shot for disappointment. And it's 1-1 immediately. That did not take long. And these are just completely open and unmarked. Clark with a throw-in for Dobrić. Back to Clark. A long pass over to Power. King to Clark. Back to King. To Xavier now. Millwall. To Dina. Dobrić and heads it way over. Lind now with a free kick. Milano. Bunsen. Intercepted by Clark. Now Alexander. Finds Dobrić, but it's kicked away. Dina here to pick it up. Finds a completely open Dobrić. That's, I think, one of the easiest goals of the season. I mean, just let's take a look at that. Dina makes the run, drags Doug and Stamp. Dobrić just sits there next to Snorlax. Could have taken out a snack. Both of the center forwards picking up a goal already. Millwall can't get past Jumotus, but Xavier's there to stop any further chance. Dina finds Sinclair. Sinclair with a long shot, and it's Dobrić on almost a second, but Snorlax makes the save. Now Skavgard to deliver a corner. Maybe Xavier can get on top of one of those. Headed away. Dina with another corner. Headed away. Madison. Millwall. King. Clark. Sinclair and saved by it, but Alexander was offside. I think that'll be the end of the first half. No, one more corner taken by Dina. Headed by Millwall, just saved. Dina with another pass, Power just can't get to it. And Lind heads it out for another corner. Many set-piece chances here by Montreal, though they have not proven successful. Xavier to Madison, Madison shoots, and it's the end of the first half. 2-1 for Montreal. 12 shots to 4. Let's see if any substitutions are made. None. Now Montreal start us off. Xavier to Madison. Back to Xavier. He switches to the other side with King. King passes to Clark. Clark makes the run. Tries to get it to Dobrić, but Martin's in the way. Snorlax gets it to Stamp. And no early chance just yet. Clark with a throw-in for Dobrić. Back to King. Alexander to Power. Madison to Sinclair, but Stamp gets on it. Jumotos. The great long ball, but Xavier's there to keep it safe. Muna now to King. Bit dangerous of a pass, but safe in the end. Clark finds Dobrić. Dobrić can't get past Doug, but Clark's there. Millwall to Madison. Madison to Dobrić. Dobrić to Sinclair. And is Sinclair onside? I don't think he was. I think this time VAR will get him. But let's wait and see. Indeed, offside. Perhaps would have been better if Dobrić just shot from that angle. But it was a close offside. Power. Dina. Sends it back. Millwall. Dina again. Muna. To King. Alexander to Dobrić. Dobrić pass to Alexander. And twice Snorlax saves. Alexander shoots twice, and twice Snorlax saves. Dina with a corner. Headed away. And Disappointment kicks it further. Xavier with a free kick. Dina. Alexander to Dobrić. A long shot and it goes way over. Dobrić might have tried to scare him with a quick action, but the shot wasn't good enough. Bunsen sends the ball back to Snorlax. Snorlax goes long to Stamp. Stamp to Milano. Bunsen to Albinson. And Gimotos finds the goal and finds the equalizer, and it's 2-2. So much domination from Montreal United, and they just fall asleep at the wheel. What was King doing so far there? Completely leaving Gimotos unmarked. And now it's 20 minutes left, and it's 2-2. Sinclair gets the ball from Stamp, but Snorlax gets to it before Dobrić can score. Throws it to Bunsen. Albinson. Damn near a third for Magyar. They woke up in the latter half. Sinclair now. Finds a pass to Dobrić, who shoots, but it's saved by Snorlax. And with 10 minutes left, this is going to be the final score. Clark completely skies the free kick. Lind with a free kick. Stamp. Dobrić gets the ball, but Bunsen can still secure it. Lind back to Doug. Snorlax. Headed to Alexander. Millwall. Dobrić. Dobrić can't get past the defense. Albinson. Gets it to Justinson. Albinson again. Justinson scores the third, and Magyar have turned this ship around. Three-2. What is that right side doing? After dominating the game for so long, they just collapsed. Headed away. Martin back to Doug. Doug finds another cross. Headed away again. Muno claims it. Now Montreal have to chase a point, let alone free. Dobrić. Dina. saved by Snorlax. Dina with a corner. Is that a penalty? In the final minutes, a poor interception fouls Clark. And it's no penalty. And that's the end of the match, I think. A historical collapse from United. I mean, it didn't matter in the end, because Capstad won their game against Paris, but if they had lost the league in this match, that would have been something to witness. And Montreal lose their last game of the season. 19 shots to 8, 3 expected goals to 1.5. But the score says 2-3, and that's all that matters. Unfortunately, a poor showing from Muno in his last game before retirement. Don't want to see it from a keeper. Dina with the player of the match award, even though Montreal lost, with those fantastic crosses and passes. I'm sure Albinson is a bit upset that he didn't get it for the 2 assists he provided. And that's the end of the match, and that's the end of the season. Capstad are crowned winners. And we take a look at the final table. Capstad first, Montreal second, Paris third, North Shore fourth, Seoul fifth, Krungfep sixth, Magyar seventh, London eighth, Athens ninth, and Cairo 10th. Capstad stayed true, and they finish as champions. As always, my name is Predrag, and it's been a pleasure to bring you the end of the minor league.